How do you and I fill up people's emotional tanks? When people feel valued, they feel empowered and appreciated and cared for. Not only do they become more highly satisfied with their work, but they feel, as they say, emotionally engaged. Their emotional tank is filled. But how do you and I go out and fill someone's emotional tank? And what does it mean to fill someone's tank? When someone feels successful and confident about their life direction, when they feel loved, valued, and appreciated by their team, their leadership team, family and friends around them, then their emotional tank is full. I personally want every single distributor and preferred customer in my growing organization to feel like $1,000,000 when it comes to how they feel about their day and their direction, their purpose. That is my ultimate goal when I wake up every day. Sometimes I feel and fail miserably. Sometimes I succeed, but I try to keep this goal front and center every day when I wake up. If you want to lead someone successfully, do the following things consistently and fill the emotional tanks of those around you. Others will reward you by allowing you to lead them. So what are some of the very brief principles that will help us fill people's tanks? Number one, make sure you're filling someone's tank for the right reason. Your desire to fill your people's tanks, not so that it's for you, but because you genuinely care for them. It is the right thing to do for the people God gifted you to lead. If you fill someone's tank just because it accomplishes what's best for you, it's not going to last and it won't be effective. Very key point. Leadership requires living with the utmost integrity yourself first. So do the right thing by the people you are working with. Number two, be aware of the present level of someone's tank. I thought this was a great read. The first order of business is filling a person's emotional tank is to always know where they're at emotionally. How full is their tank? Do they feel empowered, feeling great? Are they overwhelmed or are they just defeated? And making an effort to know where they are at all times is beyond essential when you're connecting and communicating with them. And how do you know? Well, keep an open communication. Make sure you're reaching out to your leadership, to your people. And by doing that, you will be connecting with them and being on top of things. Understand people. Continue to learn about your people, even the people with whom you're working very closely on a regular or daily basis. Make sure you're making an effort to learn, to talk to them and understand. It is so important that we appreciate people, we value people, we support them to fill their tanks. We often feel emotionally empty when our leadership team or people we look up to do not give us what we need to do. We need to empower them. We need to encourage them. Stand by your people and give them courage to communicate to them, their worthiness, how great they're doing, how they're moving their business forward, or they're doing a great job in certain aspects of their business as they take step-by-step movement in the right direction. Invest in your people, update them. It's so important that people feel valued. We all get so busy sometimes. Make sure that you're updating your people on what's going on. Make them feel part of the community. That is so important for all of us to keep that emotional tank full. Certainly when you're talking to them, ask for their advice. People genuinely want to know, and be able to speak themselves and share. Let them communicate that. And that's something that we're always working towards to do. Spend time with people. Obviously, if they're close, take the time to connect with people hand in hand. And if not, obviously, with all the communication we have these days online, to be able to, as I'm doing here, using technology to connect with people. And take them on journeys with you. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others, bring others along with you. So when you take people along the journey with you, you will obviously be able to help them fill their emotional tanks. So set them up for success, because helping people succeed in life, not just in their work endeavor, is the key. We're meeting people every day. We all are on an amazing journey, but we all certainly need all of us to grow and become. So those are some of the ideas I had in terms of how to fill people's emotional tanks. People want to feel valued. People want to feel appreciated and cared for. Keep that in mind as you're working with your team, as you lead others on their amazing journey to make sure their emotional tank is